What's up, guys? Matthew Sauber here with PassionWills Productions, and I'm really excited to get the opportunity to go over this organization and what it plans to do for the arts community as a whole in the world that we live in, not just the community that I've chose to base the organization out of. And to start off, I kind of wanted to go over the idea that started the whole brainstorming process that ended with PassionWills Productions. And that idea is that some individuals may feel lost or strayed by the educational system or the resources that they receive because they feel that they are not geared towards their learning capabilities and their way of doing things and creating the work that they are capable of creating. And because of that, strayment and separation between psyche and what you're doing it for, it could leave the artist confused and incapable of creating a piece that, truly represents their nature and their creative abilities. And what PassionWills Productions plans to do is create an international platform that these individuals can use to broadcast their abilities and their talents worldwide to audiences everywhere in a way that's completely free and up to them to create whatever they want for us with whomever they want. And for that reason, we would also like to support those artists and push those artists forward through the years to see that they receive the resources that we feel they need to accomplish the things we see that they're able to accomplish in the future. Now, I've decided to base my organization in Washington, D.C. And the reason I made this decision is because I really liked the idea that our founding fathers had in DC, which was that art and science is going to propel the human race forward. That's what keeps us young, and that's what keeps us creative and outgoing, and it brings a smile to everyone's faces when you crack an original joke or you make something up off of your mind that they've never heard before. Another reason that I've chose Washington is because of its diverse population. Washington is home to 170 different nationalities, which makes it the second most diverse city in America, behind New York. And the average income in this area is $80,000, which means the standard of living is pretty high. It's an upper echelon middle class community that is very young. There is a high concentration of art institutions in the area, as well as other, 4-year universities and stuff like that. So the audience base that we have to penetrate is geared towards the product that we are trying to offer with the music festival and the creative twist we're trying to put on it. Another thing I liked about Washington was the upswing that the underground art scene is seeing recently, with street art making a big comeback and graffiti. And what I really like about this stuff is how we can use it to incorporate into other things like theatrical productions and music sets, as well as, dance performances and things like aerial performances. I want our music festivals to be as diverse as possible to showcase the talents and creative collaborative abilities of the artists that we decide to put our faith into. And another location that we've decided to base our organization in is Los Angeles. Now, Los Angeles is going to function more like a hub. Los Angeles is going to run operations out of a community called Big Bear Lake, which is about an hour east of Los Angeles, and also Newport Beach, which is about an hour south. And what we plan to do at these locations is really cool. We plan to bring surfing and snowboarding back to their adventurous, creative roots, and allow our artists to collaborate with these athletes, as well as give these athletes the same platform that we are giving our artists, so that they can showcase their abilities to brands all across the world and hopefully accomplish the things that they set their minds to when they were little and, fell in love with the sport and what they were doing. Those individuals obviously go through, the same process that artists would go through to get into the festival. And what we're going to do over there is a little different. It'll be like an expo. The Last Stop Surf and Arts Festival, the Last Stop Snow and Arts Festival, and then the Last Stop Music and Arts Festival is in Washington, D.C. And these are our 3 festivals that we're going to put on annually. One on the East Coast and the other on the West Coast, to kind of cut the country in half and give everyone in the area an opportunity to come to us and reach out to us. And we're even open for interview requests. If you cannot make it an interview date, we'll accommodate to you and everything. And we really like the locations that we've chosen because of the people that are in the area. In Washington, D.C., we see a lot of colleges, which means a lot of students, which means a lot of tuition. And every student knows that tuition is hard to pay, along with rent and groceries and living expenses. And we feel like this location is perfect for our organization to be based because we're in close proximity with those people, and they're easily able to, reach out to us and come to us about assistance in any way, shape, or form, and show us what they've got. And then we'll discuss and devise a plan on how we can push their career forward. And the same goes for on the West Coast with the artists in Los Angeles and the surrounding areas, as well as the athletes we plan to bring into our organization and do the same with. We want to give them the opportunities that they may have sacrificed in the past and given up on or passed up and sought after other things. We believe in second chances and giving these creative people who are keeping the arts alive for the community that we live in. We think they deserve a chance to, further their career and make their dreams come true. And what we consider to be high artistic quality here at PassionWills Productions is in the name. It's passion and dedication to an artist's craft and their way of thinking and their way of doing things. We want to see people who have, stuck with their loves and their way of thinking and working through situations, through tough times and through good times. We want to impact our artists and inspire people all across the globe to be different and think differently and collaborate with people around them and feed off of that energy and use other people's views to sharpen their own and open their mind to new things every day. Because art is just that. It's the opening of the world to the minds of the individuals that create it. And it's not every day that you get to see into the minds of beautiful and creative people who aren't afraid to show that. And I'm especially proud of making an organization that is able to accommodate to those people who haven't given up on what they believe in and what they stand for.